KMJ Wells production.
Yeah, man, we back. Flat Trucker, we back in business, baby. Hey, another episode for y'all today. First, before we jump into this episode, I wanted to just say thank you to all the supporters, all the new subscribers, man. We've been getting a whole lot of new subscribers, man. Thank y'all for sharing, commenting. Thanks for all the people who've been donating to the channel. All I can say is thank you, man. We growing. What I wanted to ask y'all was, do you think that most men are intimidated by a woman that has her ish together? That's what I want to know. So we're going to go to the phone lines, man. We're going to check in and see what they talking about. So I have my friend, my brother, my homeboy, Mr. Jonathan Stevens on the line. And what's going on, man? How you been?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. How you been?
I'm good. The question that I want to ask you is, do you think that most men are intimidated by women who have their ish together?
Most men, I'm going to say yes. But a man like, let's say, me and you, we know that we need a strong queen beside us that can match where we're trying to go. A lot of men, they live their life kind of mediocre anyway. So they have a woman that's thriving, and what's going to happen is they're going to be intimidated, every time. So I'm going to be honest with you. The answer is yes, but it takes a strong man that knows who he is, to be able to, handle that sort of thing.
Right. All right, well, I appreciate it, Jay, and I'm going to let you get on out of here, man, because I know you got a busy schedule, so I'll talk at you later.
All right, my brother, I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, love you too. Flacco.
What's up, my dude?
What's going on? I got a question for you, Flacco.
I'm listening.
Do you think that most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together?
Nah, not at all. It's not most men are intimidated by women that got their ish together. Most, not just men, most people are intimidated by people that got their stuff together. It's not a he or she thing, it's just a hate or a love or thing, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel that it's more, because my wife got shit together, that's why she's my wife. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But nah, it's not, I don't think it's about man and woman, I think it's about people. And congratulations, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think it's about. I don't think it's a man and woman. Because put like this, if he is insecure of his woman making more money, he can definitely be insecure about another dude making more money than him or whatever that he just might be cool with.
Right.
So yeah, it's not about a what's anything. It's about this is what I say. I say it's not about man or woman. It's not about black or white. It's about rich or poor, motivated and unmotivated, and the law of karma.
Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
That's it. Because karma's going to determine some stuff that happened in your life, too, now. You ain't going to escape karma.
That's right. All right, well, I'm going to let you get on out of here, Flacco. Let me catch this other line, and then I'm going to let you get on out of here. I'll talk at you later.
All right, bet.
All right. So I got Miss T on the line, people. Miss T, tell me, do you think that most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think that they are intimidated by a woman that has their ish together, but I do feel like that a lot of them feel like it's too much work because they won't accept anything just to have a man around because, not to man bash, but if they have everything together, they don't need a man around, but they want a man around, and they just not going to accept anything or anybody in their space.
All right. Well, Miss T, I'm going to let you get on out of here, and I appreciate your call, and we will talk at you in a little bit.
All right.
I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together?
Most definitely, because most men want women that, if you are a real man, you want somebody that you could be a provider. You want to play that role of a man.
So you saying that they are intimidated or they not intimidated?
Yeah, most men are.
Most men.
If you got somebody who got something going on, like where they don't in a position where they don't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a strong vibe. They don't know how to come at no woman like that.
All right. Well, I appreciate your comment.
Okay, all right.
Pastor Paul.
What's up, fam?
What's going on with you? I got a question for you.
What's happening?
Do you think that most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together?
If we talking about my generation, yeah.
And could you elaborate on that? When you say your generation, can you elaborate on that?
When I say my generation, I mean like the millennials. Most millennials don't even most millennial men don't have their stuff all the way together. So they meet up with a woman who may make more money, have a better job, got a house, and they don't got one. They're mainly intimidated by even trying to holler at approach that type of woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They won't be respected.
Okay. I can feel that. Well, all right, Pastor. I just wanted to get your comment on that.
I appreciate that, bro.
And I will talk at you later.
All right, man.
706-836-6621. And the question of the day is, do you think most men are intimidated by a woman that got her ish together? Miss D, how you doing? Glad to have you on the call.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together?
I think it depends on what they have together. Like if they have a more successful job, then yes. They make more money, yes. But if it's just them having, their own place and taking care of their kids and stuff, no, I don't think they're intimidated.
Okay. That's a fair enough answer. Well, I just wanted to get your take on it, and I'm not going to hold you. I will talk at you in a few.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. So I got Miss Macbeth on the line with me. How you doing today, Miss Macbeth?
I'm doing great.
Good. How do you feel about men being intimidated by women who got their ish together? Yay, nay, do you think they are?
I don't feel like they're necessarily intimidated. I just feel like they will never feel like, fulfilled in their masculinity if their wife, partner, or whatever they call them, is pretty much, the breadwinner.
Right.
The man wants to be able to, most, because you do have your dust bunnies who don't care, and they'll leech. But, so men, they, feel some type of ways that, their wife can't stay at home and kick her feet up, or stay at home and take care of the house. I don't say kick your feet up because being a housewife, I'm sure, it's tiring. You gotta cook, clean, fix it, do all that good stuff.
Right.
But, I don't feel like they actually sit comfortably in their masculinity. That's how I feel about it. Now, do I feel like a relationship can work? Absolutely. Because the outside is not even supposed to know your business at home. But for the man himself, he knows. No matter how much he showboats or, like I'm taking care of everything, in his heart, he knows. So,
right.
Something that he has to deal with. But if the man can get over it and not be a leech and, do what he can, I feel like things could work out. But to answer your question, I just honestly don't feel like a man could fit comfortably in his masculinity if his wife, make it $50,000 more than him a year. Because she can do things for the family that he cannot.
Right. All right, Miss Macbeth. Well, I'm glad I got your answer from you, and I will be talking to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yo.
Mr. Wilson, how you doing, sir?
And I'm always doing great at all times.
Good. I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
How do you feel about men feeling intimidated by women who got their ish together? Do you think most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together?
I never seen men get intimidated, but I see boys get intimidated. A man knows his place with God. He ain't intimidated by nothing. He ain't scared of nothing but God.
Right.
So, I don't know if you all flexy. It's easy for you to feel intimidated by anything. But if you're real about you, it don't matter what somebody got or what somebody doing. Ain't gonna never mean nothing. Ever.
Right.
About nothing. Yeah, it had nothing to do with nothing. But I don't know. It's just a difference to me between men and boys.
Gotcha.
And I just think that comes with a lot of other stuff. You're not supposed to be in competition with your partner anyway.
Right.
So you're supposed to be in competition with yourself. So why does what somebody else have intimidate you? Why are you in comparison to? Matter of fact, why are you even comparing yourself to a woman if you're a man?
Right.
Yeah. So that comes with comparison. If you're jealous about what somebody or intimidated by something somebody else doing, that's within you. You know what I mean? That ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
Okay. All right, Mr. Wilson. Well, I just wanted to get your answer on that take. So I will be talking at you later, and I appreciate your call.
Gang.
Mr. Bell, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. Glad to have you on the line. I wanted to know, how do you feel about most men being intimidated by women who got their ish together? How do you feel? How do you feel like most men are intimidated by women who got their ish together?
I feel like this here. If they're intimidated by they got their ish together, that means they need to do something harder and work harder or do something to get on their grind to get their ish together. Because sure, no woman intimidate no man because we all alphas.
That's right. Okay, and so that's your final take on it.
That's my final take on it. But these women out here, they can be a little bit intimidating, but that's to a less of a man.
Right.
So they better man up and do what they got to do and go out there and get them women that think they're intimidating these men.
That's right. All right, well, I ain't gonna hold you, Mr. Bell. I just wanted to get your take on that, and I'll be talking at you later.
That's what's up.
All right. Hey, Miss Bowen, how you doing? Glad to have you on the line. What I wanted to know from you today is, do you feel like most men are intimidated by women who have their ish together?
Yes, most women who have their stuff together have already went through things in life to be able to maintain properly and able to sustain and hold on to what they have. Now, they are looking for a certain level of man, of a certain type of man. And men sometimes decide that a woman should lower their standards to them, especially if they tend to work 2 jobs or can't afford things that are to the same level as that woman. For example, there was something that was on Second Date Update the other day in a radio station where the girl and boy, their boyfriend and girlfriend, they've been dating for 6 years. They discussed how he would propose to her. It was an actual conversation that they had among the two of them. And so that meant that he knows what she wanted, and they discussed it. Mm-hmm. So he decided to have this proposal at a family cookout.
Right.
He bought her a ring that he felt like he could afford because he worked 2 jobs, and he had her cousin to videotape it with his iPhone. Mm-hmm. So her biggest deal was that this is not what we talked about. Her hair wasn't done, her nails wasn't done. He didn't put much thought into giving her what they had previously discussed about this proposal. Mm-hmm. And he said that I worked 2 jobs, so this is the only ring that I could afford to buy. And she should be, hey, how are you? And she should feel grateful for what he could afford. And she said, it's not about the ring itself. It's about the thought that you put into it. I wanted you to be, first of all, you work 2 jobs as a man. That meant that you can't go in nobody's, not saying that can't go, not saying 2 jobs. Men do work 2 jobs to get ahead. First of all, it's not about him having 2 jobs. It's about him. He should have been able to go in somebody's store and apply for somebody's credit card or somebody's layaway, to put the ring on layaway to be up to her standards. And he felt like she was ungrateful because of the fact that she was like, can I have a do-over? Can you get me a better ring? And I have a better proposal with the photography there? He said that he would like to evaluate his situation because of the fact that he thought she was ungrateful. It wasn't about her being grateful. It wasn't fair that he was just trying to, just because his standards are low, doesn't mean that the woman has to bring her standards to a lower level like that as well. And I agree with that too. I'm not going to lower my standards as a woman because the man has lowered his standards. And it's not necessarily about the money. It's just that, hey, we had this conversation. If we've had this conversation, then you already know what I want and what I'm looking for. And I just don't think women should lower theirs. And so men get intimidated by that because all she asked was for a do-over. He did not want a do-over because he was like, I just want to evaluate my situation. You're ungrateful.
Right.
And I don't think that she was ungrateful at all. She said, just let's have a do-over based off what we discussed. And that's fair game. That's right. That's just fair game, a do-over. And it wasn't about the ring. She said, let's do it the way we talked about.
Okay. Well, all right, Ms. Bowens, I just wanted to get your comment on that topic, and I will be talking at you later, and I appreciate your call.
Thank you.
So I got Miss Trelly on the line with me right now. How you doing, Miss Trelly?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I got a question for you.
Okay.
How do you feel about men being intimidated by women who have their ish together? Do you think that men are intimidated or no?
I think some are and some are not. It just depends on if they have their ish together.
Right.
I think if a man has his ish together, then he wouldn't be intimidated by a powerful woman who got her stuff together. Now, if a man that got some insecurities, got some things going on within himself, he's going to be intimidated by anything.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I just wanted to get your take on that.
Thank you.
And I will be talking to you later.
Okay.
All right. If you got anything that you want to say or you want to hit me up or whatever, hit me up. Runawaychild35@gmail. Hit me up on Instagram @runawaychild35. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all share. You know what I'm saying? Until then, we are out.